Okay, right, so for the first exercise, you need a chair and a yoga strap. Quite close, you can see what I'm doing. Now you're going to put the yoga strap around your knees, just above your knees, and you're going to press out against it. So you want your feet about hip width apart. Okay, and then you should be able to press, that's a bit tight, against the band. Okay, right, so you're going to sit onto the front, so if I show you from here, the front of your seat like this, and then you're going to tilt your pelvis forward. If you're not sure, tilt back, and then tilt forward. We're going to stay in that slightly anterior tilted pelvis position, okay? And then throughout the whole time, you're going to press gently against that band, okay? And you're going to activate the hips. Right, so I'm going to start the timer here. So first exercise we're going to do in that position, so anterior tilt, press against the band, stay pressed against the band, take your arms out, squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? And then I want you to curl your knuckles into that position, okay? Thumbs are down, okay? And then you're going to rotate the shoulders forwards. Move the timer so I can see it. Good. So keep pressing against the band and rotating. And keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. I'm going to keep this going for 1 minute. Good. They're just small circles. So we're mobilizing the hips and we're mobilizing the shoulders and we're activating the hips. Good. Or don't forget to keep pressing against the band. I've got 20 more seconds. Remember to keep breathing. A lot of people hold their breath with this exercise, so keep breathing. 10 more seconds. Oh, I find this quite hard. 5 more seconds. And relax the arms, but keep pressing against with the band. Circle the shoulders a little bit and let the arms relax. Okay, we're going to go back again with the arms extended. This time you're going to turn your palms up, okay? And we're going to circle backwards for 1 minute. You've got to keep pressing against the band, and you'll probably now start to feel your hips. Good. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. I know it's a bit like torture. If you feel it traveling up into your neck, it's quite normal, but just try to relax. The more mobility you get in your shoulders, the less the neck will come into play. Just try and relax it. Good work. Keep pressing against the band. 20 more seconds left. 10 seconds. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. I know there's a lot to focus on. 5 more seconds. Oh, we're almost there. And relax the arms, but keep pressing against with the band. We've got 1 more. Okay, so knuckles in that position, side of your head, thumbs down. Stay upright. You're going to bring the elbows in and out. If your elbows don't touch, don't worry, just go to where you can, but don't lean forward to try and get the elbows to touch, okay? Good. Good. Just nice and relaxed in the upper body, keep pressing against the band. I find this quite hard. You might be finding it easy, but I find it quite hard. It's not this exercise that's hard, it's the 2 previous that are hard, and now my arms are aching. Keep going. We've got 20 seconds left. Keep pressing against the band. Don't forget to press against the band. So this is the opposite of when you sit at a desk. When you sit at a desk, your hips kind of go offline and they're in a shortened position, and then your shoulders are really active and really tense. So we're doing the opposite. We're activating the hips and we're mobilizing the shoulders as well. And relax. Oh, God. And let it go. You can stop pressing against the band. Okay, you can get rid of the chair and grab a mat. Pop that to the side out of the way. Right, thoracic opening. We've done this one before. Okay, I'm going to do 2 minutes on each side. So you're going to lie down onto your mat. Okay, we'll go on the left-hand side for me. Now bend both knees up to 90 degrees. Okay, and lie on your side. So make sure they are at 90. Okay. And now what I want you to do, if we're on our left side, is take your left hand on top of that right knee. Just gently pressing down, okay? And then you're going to take your right arm up in the air. Okay, and we're going to breathe in for the count of 1, stay where you are, 2, 3, 4. As we breathe out for 8, you're slowly going to take the hand down towards the ground. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now stay still and breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll gently move as we count out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going with that. You stay still as you count in for 4, and then you slowly move as you count out for 8. Now with this exercise, it's really important that your hand does not touch the floor before your shoulder does. So if your shoulder is off the ground, then you must keep your hand in line with your shoulder. As you get further into this movement, you can turn your head from facing up to the ceiling to rotating towards to look at your hand. But what we're aiming for over time is the shoulder to go to the ground. Now my shoulder never goes to the ground in this exercise. Yours may or it may not, but just go with where you're at. Just don't let the hand go first. And your left hand is just gently pressing down on the right knee to make sure the right knee doesn't come off that other knee. We're opening up the thoracic spine, the upper back. We've got 30 more seconds. Just note how far your shoulder is off the ground, and we'll compare it to the other side when we go the other side. Get your hand in line with your shoulder. I can't imagine my shoulder ever touching the ground. And come back to the top, just nice and slowly, the same way as you went into that movement. And then switch sides. Okay, right, 90-degree bend with the legs. Okay, have a look. Have we got the position? Okay, right hand goes on top of that left knee, just gently touching down. And the hand is in the air. We're going to breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Gently move. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head facing up to the ceiling. Stop where you are. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gently move. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that breathing pattern going for me. And as you get lower into the movement, then your head can start to turn to look towards your hand. How does this side compare to the other side? Keep your hand in line with your shoulder. As you breathe out for 8, just try and really relax into it. You might get a tiny bit more movement. We've got 25 seconds left. And relax, coming up to the center. We'll do an extra 10 seconds because I lost track. Okay, right, we're going to go from here into our pelvic tilt, which we've also done many times for 2 minutes. So knees are bent, feet on the floor. Put your hands onto either side of your hips. Okay, and we're going to, let me start the timer. Okay, we're going to tilt the pelvis backwards so the lower back flattens, okay, and then slowly tilt the pelvis forwards so that the lower back lifts off the ground. And then tilt backwards, just nice and slowly. And then forwards. Okay, keep that pace going. Now remember, as we tilt back, we want to try and use the glutes. And then as we tilt forwards, we're trying to engage the hip flexors. If you feel your lower back taking over as you tilt forwards, really, really try and engage with the hip flexors. Yeah. Don't rush this, just take your time. Good, keep going. Okay, we've got 30 seconds left. As you tilt back, the glutes engage. As you tilt forwards, the hip flexors engage. Whenever I start this movement, my lower back always tilts the pelvis forwards until I can engage the hip flexors, and then it feels much better. But when I don't think about it, it's always the lower back takes over. Okay, and left. Okay, so this next one, you're lying down. It's called crawling in place. Okay, both legs go straight, and both arms come here. No. Go on, let's start in this position, ignore me. Okay, so start here, so legs are bent, arms are straight, that's right. Okay, you're gonna take opposite leg out and opposite arm out, and then you come back up to the center. And then the other side, out and back up. I want you to try and move them at the same time, okay? So I'm gonna start the timer now. We're gonna do it for 2 minutes. So your right arm goes back, your left leg extends all the way to the ground, and then up again. Good. Try and move them at the same time. Good. Now my right arm goes nicely to the ground, my left just doesn't want to. So we're not going to force it. We're just going to go kind of to your natural end of range and back up. There's a big difference between my right and my left arm. And that is not what we're after. So this is a good exercise for me to do. Oh. When you do the exercises with both arms together, you can't always tell if one is slightly different to the other, but when we do them like this, one side at a time, it's really obvious. Yeah. My left arm feels terrible. Keep going. We've got 30 seconds left. Trying to get the opposite hip and the opposite shoulder to work together. So try and start the movement exactly the same time and the same pace. 5 more seconds. and relax, cool. Okay, over onto all fours. We're going to do cat-cow, which is another one we've done before. So we're going to keep this going for 2 minutes, okay? So I'm going to start the timer now. I want you to move into cat position. So we'll arch the back. And then starting with the pelvis, tilt the pelvis first. I want you to move into cow. Good. And then into cat, start with the pelvis, start with the pelvis. Good. And then at your own pace, keep transitioning between the two. Keep your upper body still as you start the movement with the pelvis. Think of it like a wave. What I don't want you to do is to tip forwards or backwards. I don't want you to move forwards or backwards. Stay exactly where you are. Just think of the movement coming from the pelvis. One minute left. Remember, keep the upper body still until you get to that part of the spine and then round the upper back. Check you're not moving forwards or backwards. Thirty more seconds. Ten more seconds. Last one. Yeah, relax, good. Okay, this last exercise we're going to go over to a wall. I would normally do this for 4 minutes, but because I'm running out of time and I'm coaching at 9:30, then we're just going to have to do 2 minutes, if that's okay. But you can hold this for 4 minutes normally. So you're going to go right against the wall now. You've got to try and get, if you can, get your butt right in against the wall. Okay, and then your legs are straight. Okay. If you can't get your butt against the wall, that's okay. You get as close as you can, okay? And then I want you to start the timer now. Your hands are kind of by your side, palms up just a little bit out. Okay, now I want you to try and straighten both feet, okay? So normally what that means is pulling the outside of the foot down and pull your toes in towards you. Okay, you should be able to balance something on top of both feet, okay? And now I want you in this position to actively engage your quads, so the muscles on the front of your thighs. Okay, these are your stabilizers. So engage those, keep the feet in the correct position, and then relax. If your butt's right against the wall, it shows that you have good hip flexion. If you're away from the wall, then it will improve as you do this exercise more. Both feet should look exactly the same. That's what we're aiming for. All right, can you engage the quads? Keep the quads engaged. Just got 1 more minute, but I would normally do this for 4 minutes, not 2. I don't find this the easiest exercise, but it's a great exercise. You're probably going to feel it down your hamstrings. I can feel it into my calves quite a lot, so pulling the feet down. But you've got to keep the quads engaged. And I think that I find that quite tough. I'm getting better at it. First time I did it, I couldn't even engage the quads. 30 more seconds. Do the feet look the same? 15 seconds. And relax. Okay, come on, back, cool. Okay, that's it. The time's gone so quick, I can't do any more, I'm afraid. All right, thanks for joining me. See you later. Have a good day.